Hey, I wanted to talk about love because it's something that confounded me for a long time. You have like these feelings towards certain people and feelings towards other types of people that don't coincide with that. And there used to be these little comic pieces in like the newspapers way back, and they were called Love Is. And I used to like looking at them because they just kind of resonated, you know? And now, at this point in my life, I realize what those were. Love is pretty much everything. It's the battery that keeps everything going. It's the primordial sludge that makes us all be. And love is always. There's never a time when there isn't love. Even when you're angry, you're being hateful, there's always love there. It's the battery that operates the system. Without it, this would not be. We couldn't possibly exist without it. Love makes more of us. Love sustains us. Love kills us. Love has gotten a lot of our messiahs taken out. And messiahs aren't just people that appear in Bibles. There's tons of messiahs that have died for great causes. I'm sure you've seen the images of the monk that set himself on fire. In that was love. Acts of selflessness is love. Getting up in the morning, putting on your clothes, and heading to work is love. It's sustenance. It sustains us. It is the only thing that's out there. It encompasses all things everywhere at all times through all time. And it's beautiful. If you can find a little piece of love for everybody in your life, it gets much easier. Do away with the judgments. Be discerning, but do away with the judgments, because who the hell are we to judge anybody? We can't even judge ourselves correctly. How the hell are we going to judge somebody else outside of us? So you don't need to judge. You need to be discerning. That's not for me. That is for me. That's not the way I want to go in life. That is the way I want to go in life. We're experiencing things very individually. This is a very individual path. We're all doing the same thing. We're making it up as we go. We're creating things out of nothing. And since there is no such thing as nothing, because nothing cannot possibly be, because the very definition of the word contradicts that possibility, then everything comes from something. Personally, I think that's source. And knowing of source is knowing of love. And if you know love, you can never fall. You can never fail. It will always work out. I mean, I think you've noticed it. We've all been in bad positions in our life where we don't know how we're going to get out of it. And it's scary sometimes. Like sometimes it's downright terrifying. And I mean, like what I do in those types of situations is I sit with it. I sit down and I meditate. I just check in. I go through the thought processes, like what is making me afraid and why is that making me afraid and where did it come from? Because we're all born perfect. Lao Tzu said that the perfect Taoist monk is a baby. And it's very true. As children, we don't worry about anything. There's no such thing as taxes. There's no such thing as money. We just want that toy. And we want to experience that. And that's fine. And it's a very tantric experience at that point. And then at some other point, maybe we take on too much drugs, alcohol. Some people are addicted to food. Some are addicted to shiny things. And in that is, it's just fine. It's perfect just the way it is. If that is what compels you, then go towards your excitement, always. But also understand the heart of that excitement is love. That is what true excitement is. It's just being in love. And I'm not talking romantically, even though sometimes it feels like that. Sometimes you can meet people and they're great friends, and there's almost a romantic feeling there, but you know it's not quite romantic. And that's just love. That's just you caring for this person so much that you can't imagine the world without them. And that's all of you. Everybody watching this video right now, every single one of you are so fucking perfect. There's just the way you are. You are enough. You're fine. Everything is working out the way it's supposed to. So getting back to what I was saying about terrifying moments and scary parts of your life, we've all experienced it, and then we get through it, and then we look back at it and go, man, I don't know how I got through that. You do. It was love. You got through it by loving yourself enough, loving the people around you enough, and accepting love. So if you just kind of let go of all of the other garbage that tends to stack up on your beliefs and patterns, you can be in love all the time. You can love yourself, you can love others, and you don't have to live in a state of fear. The one phrase that's repeated the most in the Bible is "be not afraid." And there's something very, very significant about that. Now, that's easier said than done. It's hard to tell yourself, oh, I'm just not going to be afraid right now. You know, get airlifted into Beirut and you're going to be scared. You know, it's that kind of thing. Like, even the most self-aware human being on the planet is still going to experience fear. It's how you deal with it. It's looking at it for what it is. It's survival mode kicking in. It's fight or flight. And you want to do something. You want to react. But it's so much better to just respond. And in most cases, love is that way. When next time you get in a conflict with somebody, or, you know, because people just come up to you sometimes, they just don't like the cut of your jib, and they want to start something, and just go, you know, hey, are you having a bad day? Are you okay? Do you need to talk about it? You want to go grab a coffee? Giving a little bit of kindness in the face of aggression is extremely powerful. You know, it doesn't always work. These aren't quick fixes. It depends where your vibration is and how you are responding to life moment by moment. But I can guarantee that kindness in every situation breeds love. And I think if we could just love each other a little bit more, be a little kinder, it would be so much better. You know, Bukowski made references to that giving each other a little bit more kindness, it would help. You know, don't get mad at the person that cut you off on the highway. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know their day. You don't know what kind of bills they have. You don't know what position they've put themselves in. And yes, it is their fault, but it shouldn't have to be your fault too. And that's what love is. You don't need to make other people's problems your problems, and you don't need to make your problems other people's problems. So just being kind, being nice, and reflecting moment by moment, it makes a big difference. Just be aware. That's all you have to do. Have a great day.